Hello everyone. In the previous video, I have discussed about the nervous system of frog. The next topic is the reproductive system of frog, and this will be the last topic for this chapter. You are aware about the frog. That frog is an unisexual animal. Unisexual का मतलब क्या होता है? That what happens here? The male and female reproductive systems or the male or and female reproductive organs are present in separate bodies. Means one individual will have either the male reproductive system or female reproductive system, and based on that we can call the frog as either male or a female, and that's why here we are talking about what, that frog is an unisexual animal. Is it right? Now it has well organized, means an individual frog will be having a well organized male reproductive system or female reproductive system. Now let us talk first about the male reproductive system. The organs that are included in the male reproductive system. Have a look on this figure, onto this figure. We had discussed about the excretory system where a pair of kidneys are present. Right? Now on the kidney, and that also on the anterior part, you can say anterior मतलब आगे के side पे, over here anterior part of the kidney, to that is attached a pair of testes. Means what? A pair of kidneys are there. Let us say here this is the right kidney, and on this right kidney is connected or attached the right testis. Likewise on the left kidney is attached the left testis. Now both these structures are connected by some connective tissues, and over here the connective tissue let us call as a membrane. Now this membrane is specially given a name which is called as what? Mesovarium. Once again, what happens in case of the male reproductive system? It consists of the organ, the first one is what? A pair of testes, which is an oval and yellowish in color, and this is found on the anterior part of each kidney. Two kidneys means two testes over here, and it is attached over here, that is the testis is attached to the kidney, to the dorsal wall of the abdomen and also to the kidneys. Dorsal wall, बाहर का wall, let us say that over here this is the right side of the frog and this is the left side. So here let us say that body wall is ending here. So onto the body wall, and then on the interior part you can see, as you can see in this figure, what is that structure here that is helping in attachment is a membrane, and this membrane is termed as mesovarium. इस मेम्ब्रेन को क्या बोला है? मीसोवेरियम. हम बात करेंगे फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम में, वहाँ पे अलग स्ट्रक्चर होगा, मीसोर्शियम वहाँ बात करेंगे, बट एट प्रेजेंट let us be concentrate on to the male reproductive system. What happens here? A pair of testes which is yellow in color, and it is found attached to the dorsal wall of the abdomen and also to the kidneys with the help of a membrane, thin membrane, which is called as mesovarium. Now coming to the structure, if you just see in the figure, you can see here some lines like it is visible in the figure here, which is called as what? Vas efferentia. So this is the next organ, vas efferentia, which are 10 to 12 in number. These vas efferentia कितने हैं? 10 से 12 है, and these arise from the testis. कहाँ से start हो रहे हैं? Testis से start कर रहे हैं, and they enter on the ventral part, you can say, or the other side of the kidney, where they open into a canal coming from a gland, Bidder's gland, which is called as Bidder's canal. Once again, they enter the there are 10 to 12 vas efferentias that arise from the testes, and then they enter the kidneys on their side, मतलब left वाला left के साथ, right वाला right के साथ, right, and open into a Bidder's canal. Further, it continues and communicates with the urogenital duct. Urogenital duct यहाँ पे यूरेटर की बात करें तो यूरेटर के साथ में क्या बोल रहे हैं यहाँ पे कि वास एफरेंशिया कम्युनिकेट, मतलब दे ओपन इनटू द यूरेटर एंड देन the part of the ureter where what is happening, or after the part of the ureter after the joining of these vas efferentia is termed as urogenital duct, because this is a common pathway for the urinary system or excretory system you can say, and also for the reproductive system. And then it comes out of the kidney. You can see in this figure it is little bit more clear. It comes out of the kidney and then it moves towards the cloaca and it opens into the cloaca then, and later on from the cloaca which opens outside of the body through the cloacal aperture. Once again, what is that? Testis से कनेक्टेड क्या चीज है? 10 से 12 वास एफरेंशिया है जो खुलते हैं कहाँ? बीडर्स कैनाल में. बीडर कैनाल जो खुलता है यूरोजेनाइटल डक्ट, मतलब पहले यूरेटर एंड देन आफ्टरवर्ड व्हेन दिस two structures they join together, it is now called as urogenital duct which opens into the cloaca. Later on the cloaca opens to the exterior part of the body through cloacal aperture. तो ये ऑलरेडी मैंने क्या बात किया? यूरोजेनाइटल डक्ट. नाउ काम क्या है यूरोजेनाइटल डक्ट का? बोथ इट कैरीज द स्पर्म एज वेल एज द urine. Now coming to the cloaca, we have been discussing about cloaca, we have discussed in the digestive system. Here we are talking about reproductive system, and इससे पहले excretory system में भी हमने बात किया था. Means what? Here the cloaca is an opening or it is a common pathway for three different systems, that is the digestive system, excretory system, and also for the reproductive system. And that is why here three things are there. Just you can have a note, look here. Used to pass fecal matter, that is means what? Digestive system से connected हो गया. बाद में urine means urinary system or excretory system, and the sperm. So that means we are talking at present about the reproductive system of frog. Now coming to the female reproductive system. Female reproductive system में कौन से organ होंगे? तो let's have a look first of all on to the figure. So let's have a look into the figure first. You can see here a pair of ovary which is located on the anterior part of the kidneys. Means a pair of ovary, a pair of kidneys से क्या है? Attached है. Now over here from the ventral part of the ovary starts the oviduct, which opens into the cloaca and then later on to the outside the body through the cloacal aperture. Very similar to what we have discussed about how the testis is attached to the dorsal wall of the abdomen and also to the kidney. Very similar to that here in case of the female reproductive system, the ovaries are there, pair of ovaries are there which is located at the एंटीरोलेटरल रीजन. एंटीरो मतलब हो गया आगे का फ्रंट पार्ट, एंड लेटरल मतलब थोड़ा साइड में, मतलब एंटीरोलेटरल रीजन ऑफ द किडनी, एंड दिस इज अटैच्ड टू द डोर्सल वॉल ऑफ द एब्डोमेन एंड द किडनीज थ्रू अ थिन मेम्ब्रेन विच इज कॉल्ड एज मीसोवेरियम. इज इट राइट? ओवर हियर मीसोवेरियम, ओवर हियर इट विल बी mesorchium. Mesorchium. Here I have to correct it. Now this is correct. What happens here? The ovaries are connected to the wall of the abdomen, dorsal wall of the abdomen, and to the kidney with the help of thin membrane called as mesorchium. Now, during the breeding season, what happens? During the breeding season, that is the monsoon, what happens? These ovaries become enlarged. Why they become enlarged? Because ova or the eggs are produced inside these ovaries. And a mature frog, that is the mature female frog, can lay around 2500 to 3000 ova at a time. 2500 to 3000 ova at a time can be laid by an adult can be laid by an adult female frog. Once again, what is that? A mature female can lay 2500 to 3000 ova at a time. Now coming to the oviduct. A pair of oviduct is present. We have discussed here a pair of ovaries. So from the ovaries, that is from, let us say, the ventral part of the ovary, what happens here? Oviduct originates. And then it consists of three main parts. Starting में ऊपर का part क्या हो जाएगा? ये funnel जैसा है. तो that is oviducal funnel. And then this is the ovarian tubule. Oviduct है, ovarian tubule, and at the end is present ovisac, where the ovum can be stored temporarily. Is it right? That means what? Once again, the oviduct, it originates from the ovary and then it is opening into the cloaca. So when it opens into the cloaca, and then from the cloaca the ovum is released outside through the cloacal aperture. Now coming to the copulatory organ. There is no copulatory organ in case of the frogs. But what happens? Earlier we have discussed about nuptial pad, if you remember. What is that? Nuptial pad, is it right? Which is also called as copulatory pad, which is present only in case of the male frog. So what happens? You must have seen in some figure that a male frog climbs onto the female frog, and then with the help of this nuptial pad, it stimulates the female frog abdomen part, the lower part of the abdomen, where what happens? This copulatory or otherwise the nuptial pad is used for stimulating the female frog, so that the female frog is going to release the ovum into the surrounding water, and simultaneously what happens? The male frog also releases the sperm cell into the surrounding water. So as a result, what will happen here? Fertilization, and after fertilization the zygote will be developed. Now the zygote has to develop into an embryo. So all that process of development, and before development the fertilization takes place outside the body, that means external. Is it right here? So what happens? Fertilization and also the development is external, that takes place outside the body, that is mainly in the water body, where what happens? These eggs and the sperms are available in the nature, or they are released into the open water, where there is no surety as to how many eggs and sperms are going to take part in fertilization and then the zygote and embryo formation. There is nothing guaranteed over here. That means what? Over here the nature is selecting, or nature is going to select as to which egg will be fertilized and then developed into the zygote and embryo, later on the development of a young one. And over here the development, when the young ones they come out of the egg, what happens? They are not like the adult form, मतलब देखने में वो adult की तरह नहीं होते हैं, and इसीलिए यहाँ पर क्या है? Larval stages are there, you can say, or intermediate, not larval, intermediate stages are there, and because of that the type of development that is referred over here is what? Indirect type, क्योंकि वो adult की तरह नहीं दिखते, इसलिए वो indirect हो गया. अब एक चीज़ और ज़रा ध्यान देना है, यहाँ पे just see here this part over here, anterior part of the ovary and also onto the anterior part of the testis are present some fat bodies. इनका काम क्या है? Fat bodies का काम ये है to provide energy. Is it right here? The fat bodies situated at the anterior end of each testis or ovaries store food material specially for hibernation period. मतलब ये जो hibernate करते हैं at that time they are not active, they have to hide themselves from the extreme environmental condition. So during that time whatever energy requirement is there, that is fulfilled by these fat bodies, because these fat bodies during the active stage, that is during the monsoon season, they store the food materials which is useful or which is used during the unfavorable periods. Now, what I was talking development, no? So that development over here involves some intermediate stages where larval stages in the beginning and then later on the tadpole stage. Tadpole में भी अलग अलग स्टेज है. चेक करो जरा फिगर में यहाँ पर एग से निकले क्या tadpole with external gills, tadpole with internal gills, then tadpole with hind limb first. पहले पहले फोर लिम्ब नहीं डेवलप हुआ, पहले हाइंड लिम्ब डेवलप, एंड देन लेटर ऑन all four limbs are there, means four limbs also develop after that, and then later on the tail is reduced and the adult form is formed, and during this time the gills are also replaced by the lungs so that the frogs can come onto the land, that is the terrestrial life. Is it right? Now coming to how they are useful, ह्यूमन बीइंग के लिए कैसे वो यूजफुल होते हैं. So 2-3 points we have to note down here, that they act like, you can say, biological controller. Some insects are there, they eat away the parts of the plants, that is the plants which are cultivated in the field, they are eaten away by the insects, but these frogs, they eat them, and as a result of that they protect our crops because they eat the insects. Then they are also an active member of food chain, मतलब किसी एक food chain का एक link बन रहा है, and also of the food web. You understand what is food web? When many food chains are interlinked with each other, so that is called as food web. So here frogs, they balance the ecosystem because they are themselves, they are acting like what? Is it right here? So they serve as an, or they help in the balancing of the ecosystem because they are a part of, or they form a link in the food chain and also in the food web. And in some countries the hind limbs are eaten or they are used as a food here. किसकी बात कर रहा हूँ मैं? Mainly the muscular leg, that is the hind limb is more muscular and stronger. So these are used as a food in some countries. So that was about the reproductive system of the frog, which was the last topic for this chapter. Thank you.